let's get ready for this Halloween review, alright? To go. Let's go check our lighting really quick. Okay, let's see. What the heck is that? Oh, heck no, heck no. Oh, come on, 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 come on. Where am I gonna hide? Oh, okay, here we'll do, here we'll do. Okay. If you leave me alone, I swear I will give your movie a good review. Okay, well, will that work with you? Please, just leave me alone.
Well, if he gives my movie a good review, then the buzz will go around, then my movie will make a lot of money. Then I will get a lot of money. Okay, I'll leave him alone.
Do you know that I pray every night that he would escape?
What the hell did you do that for?
So I can kill him.
What is up, guys? Kid Critic is back with another review, and this review is on the new 2018 Halloween film, which is directed by David Gordon Green and stars Jamie Lee Curtis, Judy Greer, and Andi Matichak. So to start things off, I really enjoyed this movie, especially being a big fan of the original Halloween movie. And the best thing of this movie, and it's the driving force of this film, is Jamie Lee Curtis' Laurie Strode. She basically steals every scene she is in. You definitely believe that she is traumatized from that night in 1978. You believe that night basically destroyed her life and all of her relationships. So Jamie Lee Curtis' performance in here was great, definitely the best performance of the whole movie. Judy Greer is also really good. She had a pretty good moment at the end, who plays Laurie Strode's daughter. Andi Matichak, who plays Laurie Strode's granddaughter, was also really good throughout the movie. She actually had a pretty surprising performance. She was very believable and one of the best performances in the movie, but does not top Jamie Lee Curtis for sure. But the number one person, other than Laurie Strode, that everybody was looking forward to see in this movie is Michael Myers. Michael Myers was so good in this movie. All the kills were great. The tracking shots of Michael going into like houses was phenomenal. And the number one thing that David Gordon Green had to get down in this movie was Michael Myers being menacing. And after all those sequels, Michael Myers is still menacing in this movie. And it's definitely one of the, other than the original, it's definitely the best movie with Michael Myers in it. Another great thing in this film is the score. John Carpenter's theme does come back, and he also does a little bit more than that. And that whole entire score throughout the whole movie was great. The way the movie was shot was phenomenal. But I did have a few issues with the movie because not every movie's perfect. And the first issue that I had with this movie is that the comedy throughout the movie, I thought either the comedy was funny. Like there was moments where the comedy was well placed, but most of it I don't think it was placed in the right scene. Like it would be a scene that was that could be really suspenseful, and then they add in a joke which ends up working, but it just is not placed in the right spot or in the right scene. Like it should have been placed in like another scene that was meant more for comedy and not in the middle of a big, huge, suspenseful scene. Another issue that I had was that they focused too much on the side characters, especially like the high school life of Laurie Strode's granddaughter. I thought that wasn't really needed, and it wasn't as investing as Jamie Lee Curtis and Michael Myers, which I just wanted to get back to that. Like I didn't want to deal with the high school life. And the last issue I had with this movie was I thought there were some side characters that didn't need to be a part of the story. Like he could have gone along the story without having them, but that wasn't a really big issue for me. But other than those issues, this movie is a really fun time at the movies. And I want to give this movie a 4 out of 5 Fernies. And if you've seen the previous Halloween movies, it does pay some homages to the previous Halloween movies. So that was also really cool to see. And with that said, guys, look out for the next review, and peace.